He says it was the final straw. She says she's shocked. CTV's Kyle Moore following the latest developments live in the newsroom in Sydney tonight. Kyle?
Well, Steve, this just in from Alana Paon just minutes ago. She says, "I'm puzzled and in shock that Mr. Houston would make a decision like this." She says, "I filed paperwork with the Speaker's office in May of 2018, reporting that my office complied with barrier-free workplace requirements." She says, "I was elected to be the voice of constituents in Cape Breton-Richmond," and she goes on to say she will have more about her future plans in the coming days. Obviously, plenty of reaction in St. Peter's today. Alana Paon's constituency office in St. Peter's today was quiet, but there was plenty of talk in the community about PC leader Tim Houston's decision to remove Paon from the Tory caucus.
This foolishness about paving this yard is just beyond.
Paving this yard is something Paon was requested to do but didn't, and failed to comply with a motion from the Legislature Management Commission, according to the PC leader.
I came up yesterday to look at it, and it's flat. Somebody with a wheelchair can get through very easily. I've been inside it, and it's great inside the building.
Houston says Paon made unfounded and mean-spirited comments while arguing against the requirement to have an office which meets people with disabilities. And that, he says, is completely unacceptable, calling today's decision the last straw.
She's had a difficult, quite frankly, an unacceptable attitude towards the Speaker's office and the rules that all other MLAs comply with, predominantly but not exclusively pertaining to the management of her constituency office and the apartment.
But that's not all. Houston says there have been several issues surrounding Paon's apartment expenses. He wouldn't go into detail, only saying it was a human resources issue. He also complained about the amount of time Paon has spent at her office in St. Peter's.
Well, I've had regular discussions with her concerning complaints from constituents about her not being in the constituency enough. I've encouraged her to be in the constituency more often.
Put her name on a ballot, I'll vote for her again.
The PCs say they'll be searching for a new candidate to represent them in the next provincial election. Kyle Moore, CTV News, St. Peter's, Nova Scotia.